14.5, how we warm up. This is how we warm up. We're going to start out like we normally do with a rollout. When we go to roll out, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off with our calf. So crossing the leg over the top. Two ways of doing this. You can work yourself all the way up and down or in small motions. I like really small and then constantly moving up. That way you don't overextend the shoulder. After the calf, you're going to go, or the calf, you're going to go ahead and go to the quad. So the quad, we're going to go and actually lay all the way on one side. You're going to make sure Jillian's trying to cheat it a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and cross the leg over and physically only roll on that one side of the leg. Maybe getting right through that teardrop, a little over to the IT, everything in between that quad, just beating that thing up. From there, we're going to go to the piriformis. With the piriformis, we're going to go ahead and we're going to actually use the ball in the glute. So we're going to put that right inside our butt, cross that leg over, have that hand flat on the ground, and then we're going to, if she can handle it, she's going to take that hand, put it right on up to the ankle like a glute stretch, and then she's going to roll it around. She's going to roll it all the way up to the hip crest, all the way down into where the hamstring inserts. After that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the cap. So we're going to take that same ball, and we're going to put it right into the capsule. So she's putting it right into the armpit, and she's going to work with her palm up, and she's going to roll that all the way from that spot in the back, all the way into the scapula. She's going to find herself turning her chest up, kind of finding all that spots in there. After that, she's going to get rid of that ball, and she's going to roll out her lats. So this one we can do in two ways. We can actually go with our still our palm up. We're going to go a little lower than the armpit. So we're going to go right through that meaty part. And then we can also turn our chest and point our nipples up to the ceiling, getting a little bit more of a scap. And then our last one is going to be our pec. So we're going to put that back underneath our scapula, finding ourselves a real nice hot spot on our back. We're going to grab that kettlebell. We're going to find ourselves just kind of working through there. We could also put it underneath there and make a scapular angel. So it's underneath there, and then we're going to go ahead and move that arm up and down, so we can do that one as well. And then we could also put the ball on the front side and roll it out on the wall, or with the kettlebell by taping it on top of it. So shooter's choice. Once you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and go on a monostructural 400-meter run. All right, so she just ran her 400 meters, and then she's going to come back, and she's going to start off with our active kind of dynamic warm-up, starting off with forward skips, opposite arm, opposite leg, working on her running technique. From there, she's going to go backward skips, so working on rewinding the tape, and then we're going to go lateral skips, so there and back. From this skip, we really want to work on the back leg, pushing us over, not hitting our feet together and not crossing our feet, really working on our toes being straight. After that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip for height. Really working on that figure four, keeping it tight. After that, we're going to skip for distance, really working on kicking the leg out, punching it out the back. And then we're going to work on speed, real quick feet, real quick skips, a lot of contacts, a lot of touches. On our way back, we're going to work a certain portion of our land. So we said we were going to do about 10 to 12 meters. So we're going to do about 30 high knees, pop, 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 machine gun, and then we're going to jog it out. And then same thing in reverse, we're going to go butt kicks, pop, 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 using our arms, running technique, 30 touches, and then we're going to jog it out. And after that, we're going to go on over to our floor routine. So with our floor routine, this is something we really like doing here at CrossFit Costa Mesa. So we're going to go with leg swings, about 5 to 10 on each. The leg swings in 2 arms, 1 leg, I would do 10s. Everything else, I'd probably do 5s. Then I'm going to go to scorpions. The scorpions, I'm really going to work on keeping my shoulders flat, my palms down. After that, I'm going to go to a V-roll. V-roll. After my V-roll, I'm going to go to a scorpion angel. So here, I'm working on both my shoulders still staying on the ground. I'm working over into like a back stretch, and then I'm going to work on gliding that hand on that ground, palm up. After that, I'm going to go reverse V-roll, so legs out wide to a hurdler stretch. Legs out wide, hurdler stretch, really working on getting ourselves over, stretching that lat and that hamstring. We're gonna flip on over our stomach. We're gonna go 2 arms, 1 leg, or 1 foot. You do about 10 of each on this one, and then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna go scorpions. So this is our prone scorpion versus our supine scorpion. After that, we're gonna do 2 arms, 2 legs. So reach back there, grab them both, release, grab them both, release. And then we're gonna go step ups. With the step ups, we're gonna do 5 on each with the step up, really working on a real flat back, real straight line. And then we're gonna go 5 with our knee down. So stepping up, dropping that knee, trying to push the hip forward, working more on our hip flexor. And then we're gonna go with the grasshopper, a little wider, a little wider. So we're gonna go opposite knee, opposite wrist. So that's our grasshopper. And then we're gonna go to a pigeon. Our pigeon is a narrow grasshopper. So same knee, same wrist. And then we're gonna go to a hop up. With our hop up, we're really working on our hips hopping through and our chest up on the top. After that, we're gonna go sumo squat touchdown. We're gonna go right there, ladies. You guys are gonna be right in the shot. So if you wanna be in it, that's okay. And then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna go over and we're gonna do some distraction and lengthening. Oh, I was excited. First things first, we're gonna go with the calf. This one's a little sketchy, so be careful with this one. You can do it with flossing as well. I really like it if you guys, when you're working it, you're working through the ranges of motion, but still never allowing our knee to go over our toe or over our foot in any direction. You could squat that one down. You could really lengthen that one. You could also do it on a wall with your toe up. That will help as well. After that, you're gonna go with the hip stretch. One of the big things with the hip stretch that we're going to work on today is we're going to keep this foot active. We're going to squeeze our glute and we're going to hold our chest up, drawing in on our abs. We don't want to relax it and drop into our psoas. Not today. We're going to do another stretch for that. After the hip, we're going to go to our forearm. This one we're going to get into a child's pose, turning the hand over, getting it flat to the ground, getting a nice good taut wire to the band, and then we're going to sit down to our glutes, really opening up that forearm. After that, we're going with our scap. From our scap, we're going to go to our lat. And then from our lat, we're going to go with some external, maybe a little bit of pec, depending on what's tight. Very good. Then, we've got our distraction and our lengthening. We're going to come over. And now we're going to start with our activation. So what we call 7-way shoulder raises. We're going to go with the scaption first, Jillian. So diagonal. And then we're going to go empty can. So we're going to turn that thumbs down. Party's over. Dumping out that beer. Then we're going to go palms down, front raise. After palms down, front raise, we're going to go thumbs up, front raise. Oh, sorry, lateral raise. You were right. You were right. Thumbs up, lateral raise. Then we're going to go bent over, rear delt. Then we're going to go Superman, thumb up, pinky up. Arm straight the whole time. Swinging it through, swinging it through. There we go. And then after that, we're going to go with the W and the witty. So all we're going to work is the W. We're going to go about 10 to 20 of those. Then we're going to go straight arm. 10 to 20 of those. And then we're going to go out, T's. WITs. All right, so sweet. From there, we drop that, walk on over to our overhead med ball throw. Working on keeping our elbows straight. It's very easy to use our elbows to throw that ball. Do not do that. Use your scaps to throw that ball. After that, you're going to go to single leg RDLs. Sorry. That's all right. Single leg RDLs with a T, working on toes down, hips straight, never going lower than the hip line. After that, single leg squat touchdown. These are kind of reviews. We've already done these, I think week 2 it was. So it's reaching down there, making sure that our other foot looks identical to the other foot, not touching, not on the ground. Then we're gonna go to our scapular push-ups, working on keeping a neutral spine and then going to a cat, cat. No tacos. Can you show me a taco, Jillian? This looks like a taco. There's shells in there. There's meat, lettuce, tomatoes, all that type of stuff. So no tacos. After that, we're gonna go to scapular pull-ups. Again, scapular pull-ups, working on pressing that, get that down there, squeezing that scap down. And then prone circles, Jillian. So in that push-up position, she's gonna make circles, 5 one way, 5 the other. Figure eights, figure eights. After the figure eights, she's gonna go ahead and hop on up, show me overhead walking Samson stretch. Perfect. Palms are up, knees touching, we're coming close to the ground. And then after that, we're going to go to our gymnastics, the end part of the gymnastics. 3 planche push-ups. I recommend only doing this once, but you can do it up to 3 times. 3 planche push-ups, that's good. You don't have to do all 3, G. And then 6 ring rows. Legs bent or straight, whichever one's easier for you. And then after that, we're going to go therapy squats. Toes straight, arms straight, thumbs back, really staying away from the wall, not leaning on the wall. So we finished up the gymnastics portion. Now the last part of our warm-up is the barbell warm-up. We're going to do what we call the OG bar warm-up. She's just going to show us 3 exercises of each. Deadlift, so like shin up, RDL, slight bend in the knee, bent over row, nice and controlled. Hang muscle clean, dip, drive, shrug, turn it over. Not really straightening your arms at all. They're a little sore there, huh? And then front squats, press, back squat, rack push press. Good morning. Wide stance, good morning. Let's go ahead and step those out. Toes are straight, making sure, again, not going below the hip line. Awesome. Thanks, Gene. And then, if we look at it, this is online too, so if you guys can't see the board because of the orange horrible marker, I apologize. But we're going to prime the pump. Priming the pump, I don't really think that the 6s are necessary, but if you're one of those kids that needs that before you go, that's fine. I say just do the 4s and the 2s. From that, you're going to go and kind of go at about 80%. Give yourself about 5 minutes, rest that 5 minutes, and then 3, 2, 1, rock and roll. Great job.